Right. This is what the mural looked like when we left earlier this evening. A few unfinished parts at the bottom. It's supposed to be an abstract version of Mount Blue Sky. The artist, a Coloradan herself, says she chose it because she felt the Rockies captured the essence of being a Denverite. For 37 years, Bonnie Bray ice cream has been the go-to place for people like Gretchen Leggett.
Being a Wash Park kid, Bonnie Bray ice cream was a staple growing up, so my family and I used to walk there every Sunday.
Gretchen left Denver in 2021, dreaming of colors yet to be mixed. The colorful scoops of Bonnie Bray's etched in Gretchen's memory. Her spray paint can poised with purpose.
It's a good smell because it reminds me of progress.
Gretchen's nonprofit cultivates art in communities experiencing rapid growth.
As cities and towns begin to grow, the arts and the artists are the first ones out the door.
She's now bringing her mission back to Bonnie Bray.
We're just thrilled that she came and did a full circle back to this neighborhood and is making something beautiful that will become iconic.
The owner of the ice cream shop says she's seen how this neighborhood has changed over the years.
The neighborhood has gotten a little more gentrified, I think. There have been a lot more pop tops, but it's still got a really hometown flavor.
With every stroke, Gretchen gets to share what her community means to her.
Like this mural are going to be really essential in all of these different people who have different interests and different pasts, creating this unifying commonality, and that's culture.
She's working hard on one of the most important pieces she's ever done.
My greatest hope is for this mural to become as popular as Bonnie Bray ice cream, but that will never happen.
As she comes full circle, bringing the past into the present.
And one of my favorite things to do is to get kids adding to the wall.
She ensures the mural is infused with the essence of Bonnie Bray for generations to come.
Boom! You're both muralists.
The artist says all her hard work will pay off soon, and she expects it to fully be done with the mural by tomorrow. Ria Jha, 9 News.
After sunshine and 70s today, we're tracking a storm moving in from the north tonight. Temperatures are falling, the winds increasing, and soon we'll see rain and snow showers. I'll have the timing in that forecast coming up.
We're going to bring more fans in. There's a lot of casual basketball fans in Denver, but I feel like with more events like this, with every win that the Denver Nuggets have, the more diehard fans they make.
Appreciate them, even if you can't always see them. Nuggets fans packed McGregor Square tonight for a playoff pep rally. Denver will play the Lakers in the first round, game 1, set for Saturday. Scotty Gaines will have more on how the Nuggets are preparing coming up in sports.
Oh, that dude's wearing my favorite shirt. It's the "Take That L on the Way Out" shirt.
Oh, that
I
one.
love that. I love that shirt.
That was
That
so
Malone
great.
quote is a lot older than I thought it was. That quote's like 6 years old, maybe 8 years old. It's an old quote. We've been saying it forever.
But it feels so fresh.
Yeah, so Lakers fans, come on into town, spend some money, enjoy your time here in Denver, and
Move on, Kathy.
Take that L on the way out.
Go back to L.A.
Exactly right. And the weather will be cooperating by about game time. I think we'll have a shift in the weather pattern here, which will be nice. And outside right now, we have changes again. Another cool front coming in after a warm, dry day with sunshine and temperatures in the 70s. Clouds increasing, snow beginning to fall over the Continental Divide. It'll be windy and colder overnight with scattered showers, some rain, some snow, and it will be a bit unsettled through Saturday. And again, it's cold enough that that rain could mix with snow here in Denver tonight and again on Friday. This was the sunrise this morning. Joe Alsco with this morning's picture, and just such great color in the sky and some good color on the map. I mean, my goodness, look at this. 84 in Lamar, 82 in Pueblo, 73 in Denver today, 73 in Greeley. The numbers will be cut in half by tomorrow for many areas. It's already cooling off. 44 at the airport, high humidity and winds picking up out of the north. We're feeling that here in the backyard as well. Some gusts to 37, 41, 43 miles per hour out on the northeastern plains. This is kind of right where the front is. A sharp cold front coming through Denver just a little while ago. And we're also seeing kind of that moisture filling in, scattered snow showers in the mountains, scattered rain showers on that I-76 corridor, moving quickly from the southwest toward the northeast. Bit of a rumble of thunder as well. And the air coming in behind this front is certainly going to be colder. Will be mostly cloudy tomorrow with temperatures in the upper 40s and lower 50s. And right along this sharp temperature gradient is where we expect some strong, if not severe, thunderstorms to develop for travelers tomorrow. Overnight, we have cloudy skies and a rain or snow shower certainly possible. That could continue into the morning drive. Not really looking at much in the way of accumulation. Really shouldn't be too impactful for drive time tomorrow. Just a big change in terms of the drop in temperature, the cloudy skies, and the moisture. Now, the mountains, there will be several inches of snow, but at this point, there are no advisories for snow or for travel. So clouds increasing along with the wind, scattered overnight rain and snow showers for Denver, again, continuing off and on through the early part of the afternoon, then winding down, but we don't really get a lot of sunshine. Temperatures right at the freezing mark for Denver and in Greeley, 36 in Pueblo, 35 in Vail, and 50 in Grand Junction. High temperatures tomorrow, a whole lot colder than today. Upper 40s, low 50s in northeastern Colorado. Slightly milder out across the western slope and Four Corners area. And in the foothills, mid 40s for Boulder, Evergreen, Conifer, and Bailey. In Denver for tonight, partly to mostly cloudy, windy and cooler, our low 32, with a rain or snow shower possible overnight and for the drive tomorrow morning. Some sun, but not much. I think the clouds are going to win out tomorrow, keeping us right at 50 degrees or slightly below that. And then as we move into Friday, finally Friday, a bit milder, mid 50s with rain showers during the day, mixing with snow Friday night into Saturday morning. The system rolls out Saturday afternoon, but Saturday looks chilly. Highs in the 40s and lower 50s ahead of a nice warming trend. 70 on Sunday, 71 on Monday. Ooh, that scared me. And mid 70s on Tuesday and Wednesday. I love all the weather pictures you all have been sending in. I love this picture of the Lynx from Lewis. Keep those weather pictures coming. So much more ahead. A break and we'll be back. Stay with us.
The U.S. Postal Service is moving forward on a controversial plan to process all the mail from western Colorado in Denver, then ship it back over.
The Postal Service is consolidating regional processing centers across the country to save some money. The post office in Grand Junction will be converted to a local processing center. That means local mail will be shipped to Denver for processing and then sent back west over the divide for delivery. 20 Democratic senators, including Colorado's Michael Bennet, pushed back against the plan in a letter last month, saying frequent highway closures between Denver and Grand Junction could delay time-sensitive mail like prescription medication and ballots. USPS says there won't be any layoffs at the Grand Junction post office, but some positions will need to be reassigned. The clock is ticking to hand out millions in rental assistance. Plus, we're looking ahead to fire season. Even in a normal year, we can expect thousands of fires. Welcome back. I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Kyle Clark. Christian Glass's mother took the stand in Georgetown today at the trial for the Clear Creek County deputy accused of killing her son. Often family members will testify to paint a picture of the victim's life, but this testimony was strictly on the facts of the case, trying to poke holes in some defense arguments. Andrew Buen's attorney has been trying to cast doubt on why Christian Glass called 911 that night, saying the prosecutors failed to investigate claims that Christian may have had some sort of incident with another driver on I-70 before he got stuck in Silver Plume. Here's part of that argument.
The 911 call, he talks about a white car. There are fresh white scratches on the side of this vehicle, consistent with what he is saying on the phone call. But because it doesn't really make sense to the dispatcher at the time, the DA's office ignores it completely and immediately chalks this up to a mental health issue.
That was during opening statements Friday. Today, Christian's mom testified that the damage was actually from a crash in 2019 when Christian blew a tire and sideswiped a truck.
Christian had damage to his car, and he called me up very shortly afterwards to tell me what had happened.
And what specifically was the damage to the car as a result of that tire blowout?
He had scrapes,
And what color were those scrapes?
white.
Do you know what color the truck was that he had collided with?
White.
She's also asked about her son's relationship with drugs. Bune's attorney pointed to evidence of a bong inside Christian's car. His mother told the jury today that her son knew that it was wrong to drive under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Bune is charged with second-degree murder for Glass's shooting in 2022.
A woman is in custody tonight in connection to a body found inside a home in Westminster months ago. Police arrested Celine Martinez in Wheatridge late last night, saying she's responsible for that person's death. This started back in October. Westminster police were called to a home off Sheridan Boulevard, just south of the on-ramp to US 36, for a suspicious death, and there they found the body of Nicole Meager. Police haven't said how she died, only that it was a homicide. Martinez is now facing charges of first-degree murder and tampering with a deceased human body.
Republicans have such a small minority in the state legislature that their votes rarely move the needle against Democrat-backed bills. But today, Senate Republicans were able to narrowly defeat an effort to expand the statute of limitations for child sex abuse cases. A Democrat-backed measure needed a supermajority to put up a ballot measure asking voters to approve an amendment to the state constitution. That amendment would overturn the statute of limitations for child sex abuse cases so those victims could sue their abusers. Advocates point out that it can take decades for victims to come forward.
Having this very short time frame when we know most survivors are not going to come forward until 50 has really cut them off from accessing avenues for justice as well as resources for healing.
Legislators already passed a law waiving a 6-year statute of limitations in 2021. The Colorado Supreme Court found that unconstitutional because the law was retrospective and applied to past victims. Today, the Democratic bill sponsors failed to get one Republican vote, which they would have needed for passage. In a statement after the vote, Senate Republicans said that the measure would have created uncertainty in the legal system and the constitutional right to due process.
2 businesses in Greenwood Village are still closed 3 months after a break-in and 2 fires. This happened back in January at the Sports Book Bar and Grill in Fujiibachi, just off of Arapahoe Road and I-25. The co-owner of Sportsbook says there was a lot of smoke damage and nearly everything inside needs to be replaced, from the air conditioning to the wiring. He added they were trying to reopen next month, but after investigators found more damage from the smoke, that date is now projected to be late August. Police arrested Gerald Bailey for the break-in and fires. He's due in court April 30th.
Fire season, of course, is a year-round event in Colorado, and fire managers reiterated today that our fire outlook through July at least looks normal. Normal means about 5,500 wildfires of all size and shape. Southeast and southwest Colorado are expected to see an elevated risk because of drought conditions. When it comes to fighting those wildfires, the state says it may finally put the Firehawk helicopter the state bought for $24 million to use. It's been sitting idle since 2021 with a series of technical issues. It's cost taxpayers millions of dollars a year. The state signed a more than $2 million contract with an aviation company to hire pilots and mechanics to fly the helicopter last year. Because there was no functional helicopter for them to fly, they were just sent to trainings to keep them busy.
It's completing all the final acceptance testing next week. We'll go into the final training processes, and we expect it to be operational in the next couple of weeks.
The fire outlooks beyond July will be updated later in the year.
A handful of nonprofits have until the end of June to distribute $30 million in rental assistance. The money is part of the state's temporary emergency rental assistance grant program. The Community Economic Defense Project is one of the agencies helping people pre-apply for a piece of that $30 million. The nonprofit's head of rental program says in 2023, nearly 13,000 Denver County households faced eviction filings. This year is on track to be worse. There's been a 21% increase in eviction filings in 2024 compared to the same time in 2023.
The hope is that we can stabilize as many households now, and I've seen people struggle and go through the court process. And when we talk to them and we offer that support, you can see a glimmer of hope.
The current window to pre-apply closes on Saturday. You can apply online as well. The amount of money someone receives will be limited to what they need, but it will be no more than 7 months of rent or $10,000, whichever is a lesser amount.